A lot of people ask a lot of questions before they invest, and they should. That's the right move. But today, I want to talk about what happens after. After you've done your due diligence, meaning you've researched us, asked your questions, verified our track record, after you've signed your documents and wired your capital. Because I think the experience after the investment is just as important as the investment itself. And I honestly think it's one of the things that sets Freedom apart in a real and meaningful way. So let me walk you through exactly what it looks like to be a Freedom investor. From the very first conversation you have with our team, you're assigned an investor relations contact. This is a real person, not a chatbot, not a ticketing system, a real human being who knows your account, knows your goals, and is reachable. Once your capital is deployed, meaning your money is actively working inside our portfolio, you also get an investor concierge. This person handles your day-to-day account needs, your questions, your portal access, anything that comes up. 2 contacts, both reachable, both accountable, and non-urgent questions get answered within 24 business hours. Urgent questions get answered faster. That's the standard we hold ourselves to, and very important to know and understand. We don't just say that. We build our team to actually deliver it. Now let's talk about updates. If you're on the income track, meaning you chose to receive your distributions each quarter, that money shows up in your account on schedule. But it's not just a deposit. You also receive a quarterly investor update. And I want to be specific about what that means, because it's not a one-line email that says everything's fine. We tell you what is actually happening. If a property is outperforming, you'll hear about it. If there's something we're navigating, like a market shift, a renovation timeline, or anything else, you'll hear about that too. This matters to me personally. I've had investors tell me that with other operators, they wired money and then had almost no contact for a year. That's not the experience here. You're not a transaction to us. You're a partner, and you deserve to know what is happening with your capital. We also have an investor portal. Think of it like an online dashboard just for your account. You can log in at any time and see all your account details. Everything in one place, available whenever you want it. Because your money is your business, and you should always be able to see it clearly. And here's the part that I think really defines the Freedom investor experience. What happens when something changes? When there's news, whether it's good news or news that is harder, we communicate it proactively. We don't wait for you to ask. We don't hide from hard conversations. I'll give you a real example of what that looks like. We had a situation with a property that had a timeline shift on a renovation, meaning the project took longer than originally planned. We called investors before they even knew there was a delay. We explained what happened, what the revised plan was, and what the impact would be. That's the standard. You should never be in the dark about your own investment. And one more thing I want to mention. We genuinely enjoy our investor relationships. This isn't a transaction model. We have investors who've been with us for over a decade. We have investors who are investing on behalf of their own children. And we have investors who tell us the best part of the experience is just not having to think about it. That calm confidence that their money is working while they're out living their lives. One of our long-term investors describes the experience as no headache. He looks at his portal, sees his money growing, and gets on with his life. That's exactly what passive investing is supposed to feel like. Calm, clear, taken care of. If you ever want to know more about the investor experience before you commit, feel free to ask us to connect you with a current investor who can speak to it firsthand. We think the best proof is hearing it from the people who are living it, because we believe in showing you by what we do, not just by what we say. In one of our next videos, we compare Freedom Notes directly to a REIT, what's the same, what's different, and why it matters for your portfolio. I hope this was helpful, and I hope we have the opportunity to work together. Head over to chatwithfreedom.com and let's start that conversation.